Then saying I was just surprised to hear unannounced Suame interchange, as it was originally conceived
to
be a 4-tier interchange, so that the traffic situation in Kumasi will be greatly resolved. Minister Ebeka said so about 2. And so for Kumasi attitude no can hobom a press conference. Dana no press conference we minister say a press conference no Beka say no and yet on to 3.
Yeah, there's going to be a redesign of the whole thing.
You see, my worry is that minister cannot just get up and issue policy. Probably this was conceived at some level, whether the president is aware, the president has approved. He said it was 2, now or say 3, and so as it stands now, we don't know. The last time the contractor was paid na ono kacheme was sometime in June or so 2024, and as it stands now, contractor no and it bothers me, it worries me, because you see I quite weird that was and yeah, just Suame for kwan, in fact and you Kumasi for kwan, and to a larger extent and yeah Ashanti Media kwan, because I believe that any day be any pa a Kumasi a crisscross you crew maybe about 40% of them enter Kumasi from Western region, from Western North, from Bono and Bono East, from the North, and to a larger extent cars are called the Sahelian region. And so it bothers me to know say a quiet MPP shas here no and son MPP free abam so I'm interchange here back and no dia ben eyinani ni mo call and cry the Accra motorway in fact 5 lane or so since NPP free abam contractor no in free site who adwuma gidi to the extent even 2 days ago we hear Accra more anymore you block your corner half I no crown one his own problem you block us our corner half say hono Emma a cause say serious gridlock if he say abayanka who professor say 24 hours and kaba mu my say corner anajo and no pavia ni pe kwa adwuma no ni pet me the traffic in 3-4 hours e wo nkran, but that's just by the side. The point is that our corner is being fixed. The point is that we hear a choir MPP shares here or Franco to in Sawam, and also huge project, probably more expensive than the one here in Suame, here in Suame. And no abano enti ne sem free ye discussion again we hear another project MPP shares here from Kaswa to Kipkus, huge project, bigger probably than this one as well. And no aban buy no unyaye sikagum contractor gu kwanso wo ye. And so when you come to tell me say Suame interchange is sikaniho and into you better so, and even that no crown no contractor untia neka sense NPP free abam, then it bothers me to think say are you punishing us say e be enko for anto abama. But that becomes a problem, especially if you see say Ashanti region gave NDC the second highest vote in the whole country. We Greater Accra everywhere. But regional man NDC votes by Ashanti region. So for a political party that got so much votes from the region to neglect the region like that, for me is bothersome. But look, in all of that, I'm still hopeful because I'm conscious me share that far and it's a hard dream. This is not just a Suame, it's right in the center of Kumasi.
Sure.
Projects are banded that shall say here near the Kumasi ama traffic is what and it's become an albatross. And Mr. President Union, they shouldn't remind us of the AC maybe a trim a year so full interchange and only took NPP to come back after 8 years to complete it, by which time the original design as intended had been completely changed. We don't want that. Mr. say abano emfanani emra hona intimi English project.
You as a member of parliament, I'm happy at you I'm asking this question. In 8 years, the 8 years of MPP, in fact, you are one few of the honest people. This issue, you say just as it is. The last time I engaged, you told me that, in fact, you think the MPP could have done better regarding the Suame interchange because now more one can yes more yeah and but looking at it today, this is a government who is saying say for the music council, though it's a matter of priority. Said the chair or ye be moody be but we sit in Ashanti region. I say initially I say mean to me yen nine. Nemo measures I am you actually mean scar my baby after my press conference no case me and sapen and mayor. And the people are also of the view say a man for crash on my dreams or more redesigning or might be on they won't agree. But sometimes we sit back and we're like, well, if you want to be by when you and you know be said, well, Msika won a best for me and son. As a member of parliament representing the larger people of Suame, to me and it wouldn't affect anything if we have it. Though it wouldn't solve all the problems. But why don't you think so?
You see, first of all, me Jidi said a banker so any sika and then if he said sika dear would be a quite be one crime all over the country. And it's interesting, there are places I make offer last time I was central region, they are building roads all over. It's because when this car, what you are trying to tell us and say a bad region, idea and only scar, but bad other regions they are always scar. That is the policy of the government. What can we do? Media, CID, here many say, would you say, especially from roundabout I could see a business crew I could run Jenna Ufutu Namrafo. For me, that is very critical. More fish and I mean, no more can say, Untiminia, Winyan to them, no more.
Munyan to
Inyan to the Ebeha or mine pay region. So, you do it to me. But my worry is that a Nini whom contractor hasn't been paid. Other contractors
Rango has left site.
Well, they have generally left. But you see, contractor no. Or more than do music since 2025. Or do music some of their people are there. Skeletal staff. Yeah, I said money might be a month for maybe an hour and say, but I mean really nothing is happening. And ramen and nothing is happening. So you see, it will be sad. See, one more argument, and it's the last one, or the cost of that, the Bayer other rules, which makes sense. But the thing is that it's not mutually exclusive, right? With me, all the other rules, no, I fourth fan. So Bayer, I want to be because we drew of Accra 40 interchange, NDC Shas, you know, woman, we are so home, MPP be Emma Honina ete kama and you can see it's giving them a lot of relief. Media say if the government is committed to developing Ashanti, because look, there's nothing like
of course.
Region where MPP region and region where NDC region. You represent the whole country. And what is due to the region, you have to give to the region. Look, we agree to our curfew, Ashanti region in terms of taxes. BBM. So the fact that MPP doesn't mean that we cannot continue. And you see, in the case of MPP, I've maintained that we could have done better. But you see, from project inception to construction takes time.
Of course.
The last 4 years of the administration, they started the process. At least sometimes the approval process. In fact, the design of the project, many contractors and Kasai, when they took it to, I think, Portugal, it took about 8 to 9 months to design this before they brought it back for financing, Okoji Sikania. So it took time. But in all of that, the project continued. And my point is that just as all the other projects, MPP, started, abandoned twice, this is one of the projects that abandoned me twice. Because why? You move to a motorway, contractor in leave site even for 1 day. The same as the one going to Insamum and Cape Coast and some parts of Volta region. In fact, another one from Tema to Volta region. Contractor go out. So okay, so in this car, then how is it that all the other places
anyway. And then for many, me I should be doing your mother's your more a year Suame na igusu dingo, but I'm still in your constituency. Membership drive na saying. I know pay MPs ni be this week several pocket of issues I recorded. MPs ni be the book na kusie ebi tete edini e tro no mu disie mo amakwa about o ma report mo be biem no bi abetro bi yesi mu disie sie. So I mean, is it a different case there? No, the membership drive, what's happening?
It's going on. In fact, I met my people before even the start of the whole process, before the first match. You know, who said, this is a party's project. If you see the power, I've done party in Arbitrum and my name constituency executives I meet and say, more be a person between it. So far, maintain as a money. It's part of the reason why I'm here to ensure that all these things are going. My only worry with my people is and I wanted to see part of the places I'm here. Say be a question. So maybe say almost say yeah no more better on weekends because some of them go to work and you do maybe a juma same day yeah now want to make kind of course. But the point is that in some places when the rule refifi mukura register in the person will be I want to far more refifi to get people to register, and the good news is that people are excited about registering and becoming members of the party. You had the Nipadudona members already, but they want the card. They want to become card-bearing members, and I think that it will help the party. Now, election even how to contact those people. It is a good thing, and I encourage all my other colleagues. They should open up. Nipadudo na me register to the Beya Bema party no ho abenyam ewo.
Are you really in touch with your people? So I'm for Tokaza. Are you in touch with them?
Well, I can say it's
and also Wajikagra.
No, not at all. Not at all.
Are you in touch with your people?
Yes. I mean, when you say my people, you do mean my
your constituents,
executives?
No, your constituents. Your constituents.
Yes. I mean, maybe around a lot. I'm always around. I'm here a year, of course. Maybe program be of course. Maybe sorry, war concerns in Yeshia. Me concern sorry, Kushia umu. Tell them me can and say me na magazine pa. New road is and run me were inside and so say baby we have inside magazine material junction the macro and so me call so I think that there's always room for improvement,
of course,
but to a larger extent. I mean, I cannot grade myself. Many are more concerned they grade me, but I believe that to a larger extent parliament in session at least twice a month there. Weekends be sometimes I come on Friday, go back on Monday, near Koyajuma from Tuesday to Friday. So I'm always around.
Anyway, the original organizer sends me this message. He's one fantastic MP I commend every day. Okay, Dr. Francis Adumago.
Oh, Doc.
He just sends this message through. Anyway,
but as you see, we are remember as a companion for Boabaswa. He encourages us to know that they are watching, and it makes us want to do better for the party. Doc, me that's it.
Okay, young parliament. Okay, unko for nasa. So. Please ask him about the steps he's taking to complete the macro astroturf.
Great.
I don't even know there's a
yes, there is.
Uncle for Ness anyway.
Yes, and make I say 2024 macro astroturf, and as a macro project, was one project I was really interested in completing, and at the time I made call on na municipal, and I said the local government ministry I started. And the project back when minya back when opesa de back when we ended up in Chronom.
Okay.
And that's we have a Chronom astroturf. So mark with there no local government ministry and if you are I checked with the local government ministry almost say no mudi sikani na eba assembly no enye assembly so many assemblies we come assembly to say Sikabi at the Brumono, there are guidelines. Okay. And astroturf is not one of them. And so, who said, coming from the government will be difficult. Nti miana me private persons be no mabe. In fact, I have suggested to them na minimum and the say maybe we might not want to do astroturf, but e be here near grass.
Okay.
Me just say it me any maintaining here ebeboa ama hono ayekama nti edamakoma so pa. In fact, and Brema should me koye, before I even became MP, and also no, it's in a state of disrepair. The committee I'm the show for my man, so I say. So I'm planning on coming to all these two projects. Now I have clear now dry grass now.
Okay.
Let me use here.
Anyway, the State of the Nation address, President I address the country amidst series of issues. Now Koko for asking me abeda honoma and no that why call about 2 weeks ago more pass there. The free the 24-hour economy bill was also passed. Now the youth of this country unemployment. You must a hanker for one job, 3 shift, 3 people, and also that one my the cocoa issue, of course. Okay. Let's tackle this.
Okay, so good point. Look, so and China president eba parliament said or the Ghana said the Ghana city once a country and a constitutional responsibility. Into Uber said the Ghana city and not what can quite be fast so over here na bibi obiano was easy. And I remember them say area president no they be make say me man with the maximum respect me Gini D me say we good communicator. He came and he disappointed some of us for over 2 hours. The president was just giving us an enhanced budget here reading just about 3-4 months ago, and one president because there are a lot of issues and you can't state of the nation. The state of the nation, one of them, and it's a Closag.
Yeah.
That is the state of the nation. Our president, because the president is supposed to, he's supposed to have a bird's eye view of all the issues. And Santa Claus at Ebeko strike, no more declare intention to do that because to assembly. How did the president address that? He failed to address that. One of the issues Ghana in him, I say major. And he said, Galamsey, say Yensu, say ye forest. That is the state of the nation. And I've made this point. Say, if you go to the mining communities, they say it's not just Galamsey, it's the cyanidation. Cyanide, Galamsey. I no, worse than the mere Galamsey. It's now Galamsey on top of Galamsey near the cyanide that that is the state of the nation. The president failed to address. How are we addressing such issue? And you can see that apart from say cyanide, Ghana for the state of the nation is that these things are being done by foreigners. Burkina, Togo, Ivory Coast. Say Yensu forest. That is the state of the nation the president failed to address. The state of the nation the president failed to address. They say no, who call your cocoa communities now. Omo ton cocoa for Edmagalam say for because for 5-6 months yintria cocoa obi oye cocoa noka. That is the state of the nation. Say any pano. Or no enim say okay, we do untria can say in 6 months we betria or try you cocoa or dear go no. We say what is so from 3,500 about 2,500. That is the state of the nation. How did the president address that? Say cocoa. They say no yatisono. Obesa Eddie Ababa. The president failed to address that. The state of the nation is that Yenuanuma Umudi and Nidia Ekotuaba Emma Yura president. Asemo catch woman and so about Obemo Mania Jumaye. The president came in and told us say we are passing the 24-hour Economy Authority Act. I mean, how does that act create employment for anybody? Oba Yekrumha Nebusa Ubise enti sa 133 job no oyebia busa wan abobitimi aka say adwuma bia ba president e bia adwuma ebi kwa no ebi kwa awia ebi kwa adwuma. This is the state of the nation the president failed to address. Unemployment is on the highest ever. Then the president comes to tell us since last year no adwuma makoma 1 million and abeka ho, which was an obvious untruth. I can't say the president lied, but clearly it tells you that Ira president, he was not properly informed, or the handlers deceived him, because statistical service tells us that it's about 300,000. This is the state of the nation. You don't come and tell us 1 million jobs, when in fact and indeed it's 300,000. That is the problem we have in this country. The state of the nation is that as at the time Abanwe Bano na Adaadaa etimi aboa mienya huge gold reserve you come and dissipate about 18 tons of the gold. Okay, now we turn 1 ounce at 3,500. 3,000. Now we try 5 months down the line. Say, oh, say I the same amount of gold. I say no price and across through to 5,000. A man lose over $1 billion. Let's ask ourselves, who are the people involved? This is the state of the nation, where some people are profiting at the cost of Ghanaians. The president failed to address that. So, for us on the minority, if you say you are president, the way are Ghana for look, me call Central Region last week. Now, as part of the local government, the Select Committee on Local Government.
Sure.
Now, share projects are banned so obey. Community BIA boho. So I said, I just never knew boho. They say Galam Sainti. I say Yama 2024 no more so a form of tap more. 2025 will be a young soon for the tap
in the Central Region.
Yes, Central Region. And to see will be into about 10 boreholes, 20 boreholes. What kind of country are we building? This is 2026, and all we are doing is to ask people to get boreholes instead of pipe-borne water. This is the state of the nation. Look, in the same area, we were told, say, and the government policy, one of the government flashy policy, and it said ENC 24-hour economy market.
Yeah, 24-hour economy market.
Yeah. Can you imagine 2026?
Is anything wrong with that?
A whole government project, say ENC market. What's the purpose of market? Is that what we need in this country? We need manufacturing, and when they be creating jobs. And it is always a cabinet person with the real 24-hour economy more. What you need is to push it into manufacturing. I didn't know it mean fancy project even toothpick, and our project the Pabuana Fenipa near export. That is what creates employment, and a whole government policy is built on Yankotometon. And they tell you, say, in the 24-hour economy market, they are going to have banks, which means that we are going to have 261 branches. Now, Bank Bay and Wagana and 261. Now, we stated capital for the bank and cry 400 million to me from my home. We see branch Abraham almost stated capital. See, and started bank. That is the state of the nation, and I are hope because you are president. I say enka or what. Because we put money be that.
Sure.
Now it looks like he's lost the plot completely, and Ghanaian youth are crying. Say credit not just Ghanaian youth per se. Uma party for and Adani Umusu Ghana Sika Yamfa Emo Man Hobrano. Near the Asoman Krebi no Mudenam Abruchi. This is the state of the nation.
And it's man Galaven is Ghana.
Nana, winning.
Okay. Ghana is Ghana one.
Catch Mount Cranum number and Krebium Nenam London.
But the last question. So, do you want to tell me that Ghanaians are not better off today than a year and some months ago?
So okay, so it depended. So we NDC needs to say me near Kumaya or Hedia. NDC for no. So I'm saying it depends.
Yeah.
So a Ghana ni now when NDC mo ye chase ke ma bi ye didn't cry kwa bridge also say ma bi 24-hour economy when you be unia ba akokwa no pa oba na okwa awia oba na akwa anadwo you are benefiting. That is the NDC. Now if we a cocoa farmer, say me papa omu no mu ye cocoa farmer so mawu me afibia na menya cocoa na say usika ye tua wo no say 3,500 na ya teso about 2,500 how would you benefit? If you're a member of Crossack na say wo say nam say opese ye tu akatuam ne ye ntumtu wutis fie ene onya adwuma how are you better off? We are nurse ni we school opese ukwa adwuma unya the chance to work how are you better off? Who will be a student? Yes, president promise will say, oh yeah, the bar is teachers no. ye be mam ho atom license exams ye betwa mu kura se be ye obi aba ya obetimi awuram ye mam ntwe license exam ugusu a wo twro how are you better off wo ye obi a wo ko university president eba promise wo catch say there's no fee stress policy first year wo be wuram free na wunya scan to that fear how are you better off so you ask yourself which Ghanaian are you talking about if you are one of those who are benefiting from the 133 say be a mini our hey ni say they make an abusu for be kwa nopa e be kwa wia e be kwa anadwo they you can say they are benefiting we call ministries look 24-hour economy
so the ordinary Ghanaian is not better off
so I want the ordinary Ghanaian to judge for himself because 24-hour economy authority no more can wo mo benefit e guzi tando yeah no boss of 24-hour economy authority oni ni nuanu be 4 ya to land cruiser am obia a omodam na menu NDC ni a owo Suame zongo ana se owo subin ono odaso tini ABCD no ono busa ne say is his life better off
anyway Martin mengo
ti the American say and nay the honorable who say Asante you to tax
okay use your microphone now yeah na yanko okay Dr. Isaac Tofo, a member of the NDC's communications team. Dr. Enko.
And I make me say, and the honorable man who say, Asante say it to your tax. Na yala na minimum. Say Asante to your tax. I feel so Asante so my vote. Na minimum da. Kopim say na honorable better how okay. So they are Suame touch yet so na di nti yet so Asante to your tax. Asante my vote. It is me you should those two parameters no kwa. Na buy better so fie nwotwe Asante tua to eja etuotua within the 8 years no Asante antua to obiem within the 8 years na Asante anto aba ama MPP biem enu nti no mo anye no nti sisi e de NDC abai de Asante tua tax Asante to aba nti NDC hwe ne ye da na se ye behwe so na ye enu nti de buy ne nkase enye no de bia meka ye agidia Ghana fo nyina ene Asante mema ewe omunya emugidie no motoman from mefa kwanya so kwara menche chairman na kwesi na one ne team ni nyina o administration o time na ye vote ye parliamentary seat it may increase here from 3 to 7 na even the court no kwaya kasi ye follow esa abeji ni nyina akraka ho it's massive nti the odo Ghana fo nyama Asante nyama o motoman no ye muna de adowa ye muna de mu pa nti bibia ye bia nhyehyɛ ye bia ye bia ye hyehyɛ a ye de gu akwan mu sɛ bɛyɛ a Ghana fo nyina ho bɛtɔ nti kwan ne de me Saturday me fa so me de atwa me fa so call one of the sister stations me call honom nti ye nwie ye no ma movement enkoso ama police no cry congested high basa ti ye bonya mempae normal ban de gu akwan mu the big push bibia okọ we nya penny we nya sika bi anto okọ ba okọ dwaman so ko bo bosia 750 wo be die wan fa nya de ese ode ye aban bi aba na ese the big push e be ye na kakra nka na ye fi honom so a mumunu ya msiku motiko apai yesero mo MPP die here pass o mo be support ye na yetimi aye na dwumadi abaso okay bi so far in me ka bi afa in 24-hour economy
obia be didi peche na da ben ye be didi a
nana
boys ni penwumo
nana ade ba ko ewom ne se
Etiobra
Ghana hayete wo hwe mabunu ne nipa yi ne adwuma ya wo soro pa na afi kra no mo ye adwuma kra ye no aketua ne tesai dodo na enkoyi dia na bi mo ha wo hwe you know senia boys yetimi survive kra ma bosome ne so na afi na ko na wie ya na otimi se nyame yodo because normal no na his excellency tenase no ka say odi bi beba a friend the 24-hour economy the 24-hour economy policy ni nyina ne say de be ya ebema enwuma abagana the 24-hour economy ni so we breaking it down we chichema mo bi atiase a de be ya ebema enwuma aba enwuma beba say ye be increase productivity ye be increase 24-hour ni nyina o kika de bibia ye bia is all about increasing productivity. It means me fa year 2022 by 2022 ne nwuma multinationals companies makomako be 8 free o my Ghana game no one more see o mo free Ghana Nivea 2023 ofiri Ghana. Jumia Foods 2023 ofiri Ghana. Unilever ofiri Ghana. Glue ofiri Ghana. Dark and Lovely, Big Pen in the Big Pen, Bet 360. All these are companies are free Ghana. I didn't know free Ghana. You know more can say working conditions in the environment, you know, and support home business. This uncle for you know a free Ghana kono. And then ejuma say na aba. Nipa na nya ejuma nye. Aban MPP aban so betena so a ogu banks ahodo. Ye fa pa akosi ndum kra bank ogu no ehwe. Ba akosi ndum bank ogu no nipa dodo say na omulusu omajuma. Ni nyina e normal ya ma enwuma nkoso nti aban no say ene dia na metimi aya be ma these multinationals Ghana be yi o makono no mu betimi aba no ma bi enwuma afi so ankra o man ni mu no so be de no metimi atratere o mu nwumam na enwuma la koso ebi ti say ma me fa me o pharmaceutical world nti ma me fa to bi nko nya example to bi nko e manufacture ndru ubenya yi no me mu ndru ni bi din eno na mama no free advert but oye ndru enro no so no enye Ghana hankwa na or supply. Ohe West Africa say Ghana and Nigeria trade no pharmaceutical trade no between Ghana and Nigeria. But Nigeria because some population is smaller than it. Omo no going outside no. Shedding here almost because they already have a larger market. It will buy West Africa say Ghana and dominate. To be who earnest mono to be mono kama mo or mo kina farmer mo or mo na West Africa or more. But you see o mehia nkwanhia. Nkwanhia o mehia ne say okwa bo say China and India for na be room. Omoba enye say Ghana for product ne a substandard o e bia say ndru standard o. Eye good and ka obekọ Liberia for no mo pe. Cote d'Ivoire for no mo pe. E kwa ku dru Senegal ko mo pe. Nanso ode toto India ne China de na aba no ho a. Bo say China de no we dey e wo fom. Eti to bi ko bekọ no obeton container ba ko a. China ni ba lebo no wo fom to no timi to container miensa enan. No na ben ya ba se ene de na metimi aya aboa tobinku me de na example de na metimi aya aboa ma tobinku e kwa obetimi aton ono so dodo opelo ebi ni say production cost e kwa ya you know tobinku fa so de ye ne nduro no obewie ne na ebo no kosoro etiti say light asem insu asem obewie ne na bo no kosoro edi say bite me reduce sa production cost na ebe ma tobinku betimi aye bebre afe yehwe eto a ededa normal so and the production e more production cost no cost so buy hwe no yi to sa to ni nyina free to binko koma afe to binko betimi produce more o produce more or the kwa market no the kwa outside market na e honum no price no be from because the production cost aba from production cost aba from and into wotimi produce bebre no the kwa wotimi compete a ye to ni ndro no bebre no enti we be hia say obaye ndro ni bebre oye ndro ni bebre no obe hia nipa bebre
okay
these are just not make I say simple measures obiani and no na buy na secretariat what or the why they say yeah nyane ya look ye pese environment business environment and manufacturing environment no e conducive enti ene meti a whole policy a whole bill on it send be ya embra be title na enye just aban bi ba na say de me na e be tena ho da companies benyam from home no menya ometima baba mu e dey say to bi kokọ last week mi ko ton box you know container me ensan first no ton back e no ton me ensan until one shift na no the manufacturer no an obey that be this na morning shift for one na manufacturer say afternoon for back e ba be ka ho evening for ba be ka ho it ye ka 24-hour economy na ye man nya bibi hu me matena hu
okay
matena tamale matena kumasi ase matena sunyane mobile money ya ye kroma say mobile money e bo no nkra wa within kumasi central business district ni kumasi in patema wa witieme mobile money obenya bi adintra omo nyina afodi because of the security
sure
and so tamale okọ tamale at 11 p.m. 10 p.m. mobile money for Bank of Ghana, Bank of Ghana, GCB, and Nim Hono, Boko no Moteto. I didn't know more there within that period, no more that's because security no when to no be a me attack. It is a some mobile money new Kumasia say no so. Or no so no say if that security the same security is provided that won't mean get more hours. Man production productivity are making man nkosoro man seek and for so nyan nkosoro. Okay, these are normal abuy no say obey address and not need the whole 24-hour economy. It you can't say abuy no say one shift three three people one job 3 shift 3 people now you can and normal bit me my companies now running and no na buy nyina baby anka say me baby adwuma Suame na Suame adwuma na fa nipa miensa we nya say be ye dada Ghana for na omoto abama this is a policy e dey be ye be nnwuma enya nice wagina because nnwuma ni nya omo nice wagina no o ye adwuma e better than nkoso and na dey ba kwa ye hunu you under the 24-hour economy see make us ye making grounds so fertile for business to flourish and increase productivity ye hunu say even technology na Ghana ye nu so ahode bebre betimi compete with the world adwane e bedi so adwane e bedi and it na great business and it na buy na hese ne the voter basin any a lands no major land ni nguho make say light ne ho ayi na ese ko honum na me establish land na emma investors no mra na a great business na enkokoso. All these things are under the 24-hour economy. It yeah man yes I am paying for come say the wapetu adano ninya ne din because wa sheda wa boa pie na adwene say unyane wada unyane na de osa wasa no so no wa chia ne pa eti bibie ni ho a say akoko beye akoma
search akoma ye no fe
enti de beye bia ha wo kire mu se wo ka de MPP baba tu opeso sagari abogu ye gari ba wo sa ne apagya sinchen o sa ne apagya sinchen so still na enti de ye nyina no ye Ghana se Ghana do me ya se ende ya yetwe honorable be dia wo ye wo ha nyina di adanse se
honorable di ho adanse on
dem say ye di adanse se Ghana se wo di nipa 100 ejina ho yenko yedum he ya yensi form sisi e nipa 100 yes here the ship and as a bus bia be sia say ye pon be free Ghana ye nyambo kro ni o emu 99.99 ekwakotra bus no
ye nchire ba bia kra ho
ye nya nchire ba bia ye kɔ no see ye kɔ hen o he fa omu nyina because omu hunu said there is no future and I say na sitting mu ha nan koyi eni sa aban ba no so de nhyehyeye we aba yes ye support yes ye be ridicule no ye be running it down ya water it down say ya mena dey say ye nim de ye da bi
mate doctor
eti sa buy de nhyehyeye ba yes ye support ye say this me to bi ko trainership. Now the whole West Africa has say we take market na and this chemist mo o take market na unim pharmacists do ebefa unim sales personnel do ebefa unim accountants do ebefa even cleaners no or do ebefa even loading boys no ho anwan ebefa drivers
okay
eti just drive drivers be mechanics for so omzu nya adwuma omo spare parts no omzu benya eti enye just bosiremu kan na say anokeke these are practicable normal ye de agu akwema aban na hwese
okay Dr. Isaac Tofo, a member of the NDC's communications team. Dr. Mamin Nasi. Okay. Honorable Michael Amogu. Honorable.
No, yo. Na the group will say program on Fancoten. More other more sisters.
We are not about production.
Yeah, because he said we because last week your transit my programming interviews they were very important.
So
and that's all I said and yet I waited. Well, you kept waiting.
That was so
bad. And then to be monitor program no. And we cry to come say ba anya hwe kran ba 8 there you be can see
and
doc by and lawyer by and lawyer
they go by and say lawyer time no lawyer na nke so ba 7 until you yen be we kra o amedu
me say mo time no mo fan ko 10 nya hunu say ye ba traffic because traffic abi disu aba
okay sports for
so that say no but no so sports was say nko no mo this is all
aye yanko
and ye concern yes express
ye trim kwampo say nya 9:10
me say ye concern so
ye time na 9 o John adum bi na so
you see I'm sure I'm check the phone
mo vanje
mencha lawyer so lawyer da ko
lawyer na ko dia
yes na one of the young said Ozikan young first timers in parliament or more bobo mode pa tio mu ni delivery or parliament ya dey say so am if was for manya so anti e be bompa e say o mbata na chi na asana na no me ba me share e dog abeka ye na na lawyers be beka bi no to for the oh na o betra so asa o kenyina o obre because you say ene o ankasa ni pasu no enchia
yes
so just here ha obre na okudi NDC voji asase ya na
wow
oh asam no what you say it's a 24-hour economy ya wo kwan bi so defend no enye yen ana obi na etra ba bi aka asem bi asabe odi gu ade ho fi mo ankasa mo nkomodie mu communication krampo no e kese mo na mo 24-hour economy na se montiasi ba bia so man panyin ankasa no mutu otu gina simpie so kan say 24-hour economy no discotheque amanfo be ko disco anopa awia ni anwumre oba panyin nanu muton asi dun ketia ko gina say bro isu ba bi e ko kan say 24-hour economy we organizer we hwan ya ade che say wodi en say wodi obe ka say wo ye 24-hour economy electricity hwim ye de be chew anaju subscribe we 24-hour economy na anaju we for electricity free so that say asabna ye ko university Legon na mo kokko ye sa ye friends say stress free yi ne 24-hour economy ya na mo share university for young graduates mrantiere maba o mu free university aba mo ko show mo boss mo ba adwuma bia 133 mo kan ya ka say DC for kra mo 0.3 you can tell me I'm telling you this for yes me see ya kan ofia ha
me man tinda
ofia ko makabi ofia makabi this for e bi kwa anapa na bia kwa awia na bia kwa nwumre this for yeah because I am what said yeah. You see, and we kept telling Ghanaians say government business is not to create a friend saying it's not to engage in business. Government's business is not to do business. Government's business is to create the environment for businesses to what? To thrive.
Sure.
You can't and then this is for so yes, I'm kasa. I'm saying, you can't say Ghana for now. You Mahama obedi adi bi okrampo no. Oba ya owo opportunity say ke be san to abama no. Ko be ye n'adwuma na nhihye yie se be san to abama no bio. Ama na be di o mampagin krapa o ye ne say. Ene say obedi we no onko bi o ma bio. Awure de akopo. Me ehunu hwe bra. Ye hunu hwe. Wo mo mfa Ghana fo hu. Do mo benya de akofie. Say de ono ankasa ka kire mampagin akufu ado no say mampagin akufu ado ka say on de onye krofo mo kro no so da. Nenso onim say onuam wo gabi mu ne ovurata mo be wies karama no. Ye de ado. Asema mampagin ka kire. Ene yinim de yakoso o mamu ha. Your own full soldiers o. Your own full soldiers. Na say ship be suara say Ghana for kwa ne won aye won say. Mo ba ye ade a o mampagin akufu ado kan ye. Every you see economy no you go school na wo ko first year economy we first year economy student you be catch say Ghana the agrarian economy sure say ye de ekua na ye man is ka 7 to 10 e board of people what I say asbe catch ye no se kua ye de aso eno nyina man for de aso de ye de na dokuma ye bunchinia di akuma ene bunchinia e wo kruma na ya ba abaka say ansana ye see the sam no ye see the sam ya kan ho anya say ya kofa ye friends say dollar be wuram na ya kokko bobosia o hane ho ne nyina no eye cosmetic it doesn't address any fundamental issue regarding your friends say ye see dollar relation as any other currency for that matter it doesn't at all. What I say, the woman say, a bit of my sick as a gina, a jam, and say, a bit of Fidjuma. The agriculture, a bit Shabukina. None Fidjuma buy it when your raw materials, a feedy, a factory. mo buy idea ke bitu mama ye 24 hour economy no mo become one this one factory mo become you can't tell me say one this one factory no enye adwuma okroma there were about over 300 factories 169 of them were functional. What I say, the mobile crown, you commission. You crab why you commission. Maybe what ye did the factory, our young coba. See, I can say, Unipo Bashadi has ground a problem.
Sir,
yes, because oh, say, your government, you say, obey a day. Or better cook business, or before a bank for an hour, or no before the see a festival 7Z. Now, a private individual. By once a baby. What come? 169 of them are functioning. And to mobile, share money by a say, whatever local industries now are flourishing. Said about much more. Amma more 24-hour economy not by 8 man and you be account and now the reality no is dawning on you and it is early day, it's too early in the day because come on only money I didn't know can say ka ababy akwa ke be first time no crambring and now man kasa kra mun tuntua moment we meet more say agencies department ne a friend say government parasata you are not even able to meet on budget. Before answer agency be crumble bag near a friend say ne appropriation allocation ground. I guess what letter the co-finance. Sometimes it takes as much as 8 friends say 6 months. No your response. Your own people are complaining. What I say answer when you budgetary allocation the cry you allocate amount. Answer we cry on saka. Okay. What is happening in this country? Now you see I don't blame them that much. Because me a political party. On be card dey say e dey mbaba say buy e dey anya adwuma no correct lina lanteba na boy anya MPP I say go dey adwuma yeah go anya adwuma drip coordinator you look at something like that a senior member as that what I say or drip coordinator nti omusu say me say yeah from so MPP before yeah from so we must admit say kind of fogidi na omu wo yi mu no yan yanka say yesu baby e conduct ya in such a manner Amfa ahunidi anyede amreye. Okay. Ghanaians became angry. What I say? But Ghana force who say yeah practice kra NDC fool. Hey. I'm telling you. Yeah practice kra NDC fool because you win him. Na no ba ye no. Dey no ye. Dey no di jai. Obe say boss say afibia obesi eye e blocks no. Obesi ba 50 eduonum. Okoro. Mfie na ni na no. No 50. In fear nani nyano and C50. Ya da ayi mo ha nyina mo friends standby generators ya toto dum ho fa dum ba bia to Ghana be dan in Nigeria. That was the state, the economy. Amulivia. Mo kan say mo jitu mu o man pagini num to so mo we nam na manaka dompe. That was the state of the economy. We quit friends to the MPP. So na sadi pa ya na aba na ni pa ya kan sema ka sie asebi word man sebi na hu se aba na betu a obi na geso betu a na na ya o mo ntibi o na se pass o man pe ni ka se kokoo fu o Ghana nyina no obe bo holes now the tank asibu na pepa can you believe this and people listen to that this discotheque you be ko na wia people listen to it. What I say? And when you did say or the hope we are the eba. And
hope in my
gold board almost at Yapro. Now we submit the you say gold board for Boka. Submit them feel Bank of Ghana for the country say. Gold board for Muniga. Nya Boka. Into your come once a music when you idea, one more young cast of Yaka. And the gold board for a sponsor. A Maya. Yanya Maya be in Ghana has said, ye empower Maya to Hamu. One more sabi one more farm kwamiso escafoma omo ye de mako friends abroche UK US Canada
Oma be di bank
when kai
am say no
oh jai we you know that's not okay we that's not okay so just say dia ekon omo kan crofo na ekon and tie abrantie ba ko say friend no chairman Freeman was on Nairobi okay wo friend na Hanabisi ko on fa na call wabra ono so wa maybe o what konso achi so no ankasa interview na bisi wo ono ne chate abra na bem bia ono obo wanga bia o mo kodo ho strategize the way forward and all from ko mo mfa ko na o mo mfa ko no sometimes nya bia nya ono no mfa ko no pressure ono kura na ono wote ade no wono wo face ye no wo tase won timi na nkan pese wo fa de aka ho so what I say o kan sam ene me se wo de I say anunafo ene esirimfo ene wo de atwa pia se o mo ye timodinfo anunafo vote ye de ma mu nyina ye ne mo kan se anunafo ye timodinfo o mo se chi ade ye kan sam o mo kan sam o mo nkrofo hwe me see employment no wo mo branch executives no wo mo branch executives across the country na wo mo nyina national security for wo mo branch executives nyina from A to Z wo mo nyina ye national security for the matter to go ta mo garam say site na nim wonim wo mo na ka wo mo say akatua de for 450 cities 450 cities emma emma o and a very obo so okay I'm telling you and it is too early in the day for them to be taking Ghanaians through this okay and the bibia e ne ntu mu amamwa ya to bibia mo de to ato bibia so mo de to ato petrol so mo de to ato electricity so mo de to ato your friends insuo so mo de to ato insurance so mo de to ato magazine for bibia ne VAT for class mo ka on VAT if we are 20% from 12% to 20%
from 4%
flat rate to 20
mate
edian kwa
me da say
o ta say na woni mtire ko mo ye akuafo sika mo ye no they are making they want to make savings so that they can start those movies programs now o be bring Ghana for any so me be say e blocks no ne de green book aba ya twa mfonyin no akire na nkasa be nkran udru osino na udru eye nkorongo a we do 2 hours no jira fako now open gas 2 hours no jira fako
okay
so what I say na e kwada ho a wo so wo to aso mo ye no abaya hyase je kufu time ye hyase na ye kakra na wo ba yo se afide wo ko sati akofa ewiram virgin forest unengineered ayi na afide wo kwakwere wo ko engineer na obaye kwan abatu kumase wabra tamale ayi says can between the biatwa from Tachiment to Tamale
anyway
what is happening in this country
mate
etino dog who there I pity you because one we are branch here na share we so sia fa ho
and then the birthday and then the birthday
wo mare
and then
wo mare dia na dey me come my friend say na we be ogira no me wa fa si bi won kan ah we there we are branch here kama mo chia wo fe wo su angoma so just say na be akodi anie
menke kansamza I am that say doctor yango that yango aka 8 minutes engine for 4 minutes ne yango engine
so dey kala me kala yes me offer hotel honorable no okuti ase ne say NDC ko na wo no senior say panyine ewu ngure mu ne panyine wo fie ne bia na wo ngure mu aha
yakasa se bewe ya ebu se be ya panyine be ne wo rum panyine be no review
they come and
panyine wo fie bia na wo rum
and
ewura no
what do you do
obi a ofie ewura na etu ni nyina ewura bia ni bia ti ewura mfo ni nyina ba fie
make up be say
video
member ne animdifo a omo hu ni say omo wo MPP code mu no obe NDC mu a abuso ahanti baby am wo no manager ho baby am wo no
ezu uye mizu
uye meza
Mahama
mama yo ho aba
bibia ye bia no se Ghana be fa no to ma pefra ye metena se emme ye the normal na se na ye no na de bia de na because we light asema wo kan ya na mere bi ba na tututu generator ye wo krom ha sei nana ye wo krom a ebi nsi the free se bore bo ade ebe pem ne ebi ne bi nsi da sem yetimi dum light ma menhia fridge ne no ma nyina sei me boa na we chairman na kai ye wura na na bia na no kai we dem na me kai honorable
say let me just say like look also you abuso say
she was here na abuso say what me duma amana ko duru manhia wo nsuro mfere ade afere na honorable Matupoku Prempe Ghana fo busa say light no say ne odum no kura no ye je say abro asunti ene we na my timetable o ka che say ya enkoye de na no ka say enkoye de eso honorable ugwa amana betina amana it say MPP wo so de ne wo heaven eso bonsam gem na mo de yakoye bonsam gem
yeah it's him
sisi you know paradise ne wo ye na kwanso aye ko heaven
that's right
ye nam kwanso a ye tutu ya nam ne ye ko heaven because nam tu ye tie obai what say ye buy ye say pensioner sika ye de sa akobum na sia kra hu say you know this show comedian dey comedy Independence Day Suarez
yeah
Clementus o say papa bi o de bi o shefita oba no abekuti Bible akese pensioners for sika lord ne sabum ye rehwe na wodwane akotena America obusa na oso yare sankofo we nyina de ketase hye ne no ma na ekoso o man mu ye tie say chairman bi akoje $10 million that's what you could do abru owie wa beka kire say sure from ajira fa fuo no fuo $10 million nipa bonisem sa no ma we nyina what be April
$10 million no you don't say $10 million you don't know how much is $10 million
Maybe these are figures. These are $10 million.
So the dollars. $10 million Ghana cedis.
I don't know. I don't know what this figure.
That's it.
Let me just say 1 million krana.
Honorable figure.
I can doctor.
And that's what just say yes.
That be what Ghana so na me scam me. Oh, untie was chairman bi na me chairman krona minimum de. $10 dollars. Let me chairman.
$10 million Ghana cedis. I no kwaju no sin nsu afa.
Say nya afu nko a.
Ndi no nsu afa bro.
Nya afu nko a.
Ndi no kro.
Processing.
Nsu afa bro no. Nsu afa bro.
Dabi nsu afa bro. Nsu afa bro. What I can say bro. What I can say nsu afa bro na.
From our independent
$10 million Ghana government.
Hey,
$10 million.
Kro ben ye timi.
Mate.
Ye wie ne ekobusa na no asem ye koye ya empanyifo akotena fom. Se mu busa adentina mu kobusa ne se ye fo na o ye de man no nsu ayira fa nti mu kobusa nti.
Na asem we asem doc wana kobusa obi se adentina obi akobro.
Esa no ma we nyina so ye betena abenso.
Mo de amamfo
na ye betena abenso what to say yakoye food ama $10 million.
Mo to go daboka. Mo to go daboka. Mo to go daboka 2 over $300 million.
Lecture.
What to go to work? I am a photo. So when I would buy a mobile, what is it will be let me say, Mama to go to Boca.
Okay.
And then Mama to go to Boca. Can of fuck and I am a for more try and truck and some would hijack all media houses. And then they can say, I am a for the reporter too. Mwankasa mo final means I come aji atuma de nsa asekrata se empire boka yeto go do boka go do bo na go do bo bia koduru yeto boka mo ma breso mo to go do boka eti mo de mo ye nya Ghana for hwemu.
Okay,
I'm telling you Ghana for hwemu na Ghana for no see they slow to act na so mo kaso mo act ya mo act decisively
membership driver cousin.
Oh nyame adom that's why I'm coming. Me di on pe.
Na me hia.
Me da se da wo ba me chem be 2 minutes or more sports for time. So na me nka we nu nwie. So ona ya wo. Enti manu. Oh mo ko.
You be ko constituency office obi ani ho.
Me tia ma arab ya.
That's it.
Arab me go to ma maintain.
Yeah, register no. Yeah, registration yeah, the party office. Polling station kura na wo no ho na wo ko wo de ID card no ade akọ ho register o so ata ye mu anu no na de be sere ne se ma wo
MPs ni bi e de ade ni siesie
obi ani wo de ade ni sie you can hide it. What I'm saying is you can hide it. Why are you going to hide? Because you see constituency be an interest no constituency be there are interested stakeholders the or not so e wo interest the or no person obamu e wo interest asa na ba omo ankasa on be contest ntino wo ba kofo bi ntwintra se nkase sebe oye ena nen so general secretary ne party penifo omo hye am dia to akon eyen hye ya that's the best we could have. That's the best. Because see an yakan kra ubisa question ubisa kwada so organizer question bi I didn't say the answer didn't come out that clear to me.
Which
ubisa and say one more year registration we in charge of the registration one more interest the coming election one. So I say and the polling says you don't need to even have an interest to contest the next election.
Of course.
Otherwise,
that's what the general
yes what does the commit the friends said the constituency executive also mu hwe no mu yi at least 3-member committee bi wo no mo a omo de omo ni interest bi so make
of course
no matter share my registration na ile akoso because interest we secretary na kwatra na so
we coordinator wo be ba
na so say obi aba na no omo Brazil ni pakra so obe yi no ntiase because unim say oba no obe ko challenge you until that one must be clear ebia menu ano people's father he's a very wonderful man very hard working but so that come up so I didn't say they should look at that because that could be a very serious source of conflict for horma so much na timemfo no MPPD bia mo na maka kire yen na mo say na manfo kwhye ba kukuam ne akoto aba ya mo obi ahunu na ya say ade ba kire say atoba ne party de say de maka nyina party nate yen yen sa biu intina general secretary e dey nasi form party penifo tadachi amma sisi ya dey decentralized ya for the first time in the history of this party. We are not doing the registration your friends say ye across as if say general registration easy for the registration until and now make us say but the first near exercise unless it be a party penny for the say almost but until that decision comes on the first you best say Ghana for what to be say Y3n am na fe na stampede mestre say obi o team bia now your MPP ni bia na say wo interest na say ne kwan na kan ne fa so yi mpanifo no obo nwo so a abere ni nie say won so be take opportunity no akọ register say be ya obi to abama polling station ni a wo for say one obi ma ya adwuma no two on for sikasam enkodi anim and I'm telling you say most of the polling station executives nyina no ya to aba nyina mo after omo ayi nyina na say dabre omo adwuma no say okoto aba eyi eye MP a eno ano okoto aba eyi eye president candidate eno ano apart from no yenyi wo mo omo ti adwuma no se
honorable
enti mesre obi afere nkogim ya bia to am the general public say wo ya MPP di nko a bra wo ya NDC ni na say wo fe say de ekoso so enya yi a bra na be register so that no they won't be contested be there but we have register as a member now we go through the process what we anya confirmation
anti mesre